Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Israel, also known as Izzy-centric, and tonight we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Normally, I like to talk to you guys about real life paranormal stuff, research, and an occasional story. But I want to start getting into maybe some viral stories, or in this case, show you a story that was written by somebody else. I'll be sure to give them credit in the description below. But we're going to be reading a story off of Hooked, which is an app that, has stories, text message stories. My free trial is about to end, like in 40 minutes. So I'm going to be trying to run through this thing. Hopefully, hopefully it won't feel too rushed. I'll put it that way. So, I do all of my recording with my phone. Some of you know that. Most of you probably don't, but this is going to be the only time you're going to see my face. In other words, my reaction is going to be audio behind the phone. So the rest of the recording is going to be on the phone as I scroll, and then you're going to hear my voice behind it, and that's going to be about it. So this will pretty much be the only time you see my face in the entire video. All right, so now that we've cleared that up, let's go ahead and get started, and we'll go and pick a story.
Refreshed. I guess we'll pick the old house. Oh, it's a creepy picture. Okay, now, to be clear, guys, the reason why I had to use the trial was because it blocks me from actually showing you the photos if not. And it's like $7 a week, which is ridiculous. So hopefully my son's falling asleep any second here. So let's try to do this. And okay, so girl's name's Sarah. She says, "Where's Dad? Where are you? I'm inside our old house. I still have a key. Why did you go there? Come home now. It's so dark in here. Why aren't the lights working? Honey, please get out of there now." Why? This is home to me. Or it used to be when Dad was still here. Oh, a little bit of backstory there. What happened to Dad? Honey, I told you. Is he with you? No. Where did he go? Sarah, he's dead. I need to find him. Wow, Sarah's persistent, isn't she? He isn't there. Wait. What? I hear noise. What kind of noise? A clanking. Sarah's a brave one. It's coming from the basement. Oh, she's really brave. I'm going down there. She's extremely brave. Okay. Please listen to me and get out of there immediately. Oh my God, Mom, Dad's eyes. Wow, she really is persistent on this. What did you do to him? What do you mean? His eyes. I think I'm going to be sick. Sarah, that can't be Dad. You know he's dead. No, Mom, he's here. And his eyes, he doesn't have any. They've been gouged out. Ugh. Sarah, you need to come home. But his lips are sewn shut. Oh God, they're sewn together with some kind of wire. That can't be true. Mom, he's chained to the floor. By the way, my narration probably sucks. Sorry, I've never done this before. Mom, he's chained to the floor. He can't move. And he can't look at me. And he can't talk. I don't like the way she texts. It's really annoying. Sarah, that can't be Dad. No, Mom, it is Dad. The one who wrote and recorded that love song for you. Is that how you remember who the dad is? Oh, okay. The one who wrote the lullaby for me. The one who used to dance around the living room with us. Sarah, are you making this up? I think so. No, Mom. No, Mom. It's his hair, his forehead, his nose. Did you do this, Mom? Is that why you're not... What? Is that why you're saying it's not him? Man. No, and honestly, honey, I'm concerned that you're in a basement with a mutilated man. Please get out of there now. No, it's Dad, and I'm calling the police. Don't call the police, Sarah. Well, Mom, you sound like you are really suspicious. I'm coming over there. Don't do anything until I get there. I'll explain. Sarah puts down her phone and approaches the chained up man. Despite what she's just said to her mom, she still isn't totally sure that this person is her dad. Dad, is that you? It's me, it's Sarah. In response, the man grunts and clanks his chains with his feet. Tears pour out of the sockets that once held its eyes. His eyes. Is that possible? Huh, okay. Sarah sobs and rushes to embrace her father. Oh, Dad, who did this to you? Was it Mom? Tell me it wasn't Mom. Her dad grunts weakly and bangs his feet on the floor, but Sarah doesn't know what that means. Suddenly, Sarah realizes something. You must be so thirsty, Dad. I'll get you some water. So she goes upstairs, finds a glass in a cupboard, and fills it with water. Does she not realize that he's still not going to be able to drink that? She returns to the basement and tilts her father's head back, and then pours the water between the spaces in his sonnet mouth. Well, there's an option. Dad, I'm going to call the police. Her dad, fortified by the water, grunts more loudly. But does he mean yes or no? She dials 911 and her hand hovers over the call button, but then she stops. The smell of a familiar violet perfume permeates? Am I saying that right? I swear I'm seeing double everything. I'm extremely tired. Permeate. P-E-R-M. Okay, permeates the air. Well, that's how we're going to go with that. Okay. As Sarah's mom rushes toward her, Sarah, are you all right? She looks at the man chained to the floor. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Are you sure that's your father? Suddenly they hear a humming noise. Sarah and her mom move closer to the man and listen. Her mom falls to the floor and starts crying. Oh, Will, it really is you. Our song. Oh my God, our song. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry. It's your fault. You did this to Dad? No, Sarah, honey. I'd never hurt your father like this, but I know who did. Who? Alice. It must be Alice. Okay. Let's go to the next episode. And as you can see here, E.M. Zakk is the one who wrote this. Decent amount of views there. Alice was your father's assistant, and then she became his mistress. Is there actually a way to... Okay, sometimes these actually have, like, they narrate for you, but I guess I'll have to continue narrating. Sorry. Sarah's dad makes a strange, guttural sound. Guttural? Oh my God. He moves his arms, causing his chains to clank. Then he keels over sideways on the cement floor. Dad, oh Dad. Sarah rushes over to him. Is he dead? No, he's unconscious, but he's breathing. I'm calling 911. I guess we have no choice now. Sarah calls 911 and tells them to send an ambulance immediately. Now it will all come out. And we'll be destitute. Mom, you're confusing me. She's confusing me too. And you're scaring me too. We'll be paupers, Sarah. Mom, I have no idea what you're talking about. We're both able-bodied people who can work. So we'll never be paupers. But first, tell me about Alice. She did this to Dad? Yes, she must have. She must be a monster. A monster who curves who wears... A monster with curves who wears very tight clothes. You said she was his assistant? Yes, in the early days. You wouldn't remember her. But then your father had a very dark secret. He started embezzling money from his company. What? Yes, he did it for years. Right up until the time that I reported him dead. I don't understand. Start at the beginning. You knew about the embezzlement and you just let him do it? It's illegal. I suspected it, but I didn't really know it. And by the time I did, it was too late. Besides, the money brought us such nice things. Cars, clothes, vacations. Your private school tuition. Our new, bigger house. But I wanted to go to public school. Oh, bear with me, guys. It looks like my son woke up. Hey, little dude. What is it? Do you want to read the story with me? All right, guys. I'm sorry for this. Let's try to wrap this up. All right. Besides, the money brought us such nice things. And I wanted to stay in this house. Honey, please, there's no going back and changing the past. At least that's what I told myself 2 years ago when I found out about everything. The embezzling, the affair, it had been going on for almost 20 years before that. That's horrible. I know. He's a horrible man. But there's been one good thing about him. He's been a good father to you. Well, that's true. She just agreed right away. Dude, shh. Sorry, my son's throwing things now. You need to go to sleep. What are you doing? He loves you, Sarah. We have to remember that's why he did it. Seeing him now, I know, Mom, I know. He always made me feel loved. He always sang that lullaby he wrote for me even when I was older. And I know it's dumb, but I always liked it. It made me feel loved. You are. His love for you is real, Sarah. It's just the rest of his life that is a fraud. Oh, Mom, I can't bear it. Look at him. For all he's done, he didn't deserve. She looks over at the blind man in chains lying unconscious on the floor. That? Mom, why would Alice do this to him? I'm not exactly sure, but it has to be her. She's evil. The day after your father disappeared, I got a phone call from her. She said, if you know what's best for you and your daughter, tell the authorities your husband drowned. Then she said he's moving away with me and we don't want anything to do with your family. I knew he didn't really drown. I knew it deep in my bones. Sarah, she said she would tell the police all about your father's crimes. But worst of all, she said she would come after you and kill you if I said anything, so I kept quiet. I would have told the police if I had known this would happen, I swear. But why would she do this to him if she was running away with him? And why here? I don't know. Maybe he met someone else, a newer version. She's getting old after all. Maybe she thought if she couldn't have him, no one could. That's terrible. All right, put that away. Put that away. Sarah, can you forgive me? I don't know, Mom. If you had just told the police in the first place, this would have never happened. I was so afraid she would do something to you. I mean, look what she's capable of. Oh, poor Dad. Sarah kneels over her blind father and strokes his hair. He stirs at her touch. Then he starts humming. It's the lullaby Sarah knows so well. Oh, Dad, you're going to be okay. The ambulance is coming. Suddenly, Sarah sees something on the floor. Look, his phone just fell out of his pocket. Yes, you want the piece of paper. It's okay, I get it. Look, his phone just fell out of his pocket. Maybe it will help us track down Alice. Just as she picks up the phone, they hear the front door bang open. We're down in the basement. 2 paramedics rush downstairs with a stretcher. They look at the man on the floor in shock. What happened? We think a woman named Alice Smith did this. Come here, buddy. All right. They told us a man was unconscious at this address. We didn't know a crime was involved. So wait, are they texting her or... Now it's confusing. We'll need to call the police. Please, just make sure he's okay first. The 2 paramedics administer fluids to Sarah's dad. Then, using sterilized tools, they remove the wire that's been holding his lips shut. They bandage his bleeding lips with gauze and carefully place him on the stretcher. I'm calling the police. You need to stay here and talk to them. He dials 911 and explain what has happened. What do you mean they can't come right now? This needs to be first priority. Sarah's dad grunts and lifts his head. Then he speaks hoarsely. Find her. Or find ... her. Then he passes out again. Apparently there's been a big shooting at the mall and the entire police force is there. Well, it must be a small town. Keep calling and demand that they send someone here as soon as possible. Because whoever did this is sick and needs to be caught immediately. We will. And then we'll come to the hospital. Do you think he'll be okay? Well, he's going to be blind for the rest of his life, obviously, but it looks like he'll probably recover. He's lucky considering what was done to him. That's a relief. Paramedics leave with Sarah's dad. After they leave, Sarah digs out her charger and plugs in her dad's phone. What are you doing, Sarah? I'm going to see if I can find Alice's number in the contacts. His contacts. I'm not going to let her get away with this. Don't call her, then she'll know. I won't, but at least let me find her number. I'll give it to the police when they get here. As Sarah goes through her father's contact list, the phone starts ringing. Ooh, we're on episode... part 3's coming up. Okay, guys, I may actually end up splitting this into another part because my son is, like, super restless right now, and he's, like, kicking me and stuff. So, I may actually stop it here. If you want me to continue this and go on to part 3, I mean, because I can keep doing this and not have to pay for the trial, considering they didn't even throw any images at me. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. You know, I love feedback. I welcome feedback. So please, by all means, let me know if you guys want me to continue doing stuff like this. But anyway, it's getting late, guys, so I'm going to go and close it up here. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.